Yeah, well, that's a misunderstanding. You see, your husband doesn't realize that people are not buying the picture; they're buying a piece of him, and they want to know which piece of him that they're buying. They don't want the picture just for the picture. Part of the reason for wanting the picture is because he painted it, and they have some kind of connection, some kind of emotional relationship with the artist, or empathy with the artist, and they need this reassurance that everything is okay. Because in my experience, and sort of an argument I have with people, I think that a lot of people decide they want to buy something long before they buy it. The decision about buying the product is made before you enter the shop. And what happens in the shop is just the final piece of a big puzzle of things that have happened. And all that needs to happen is that the process of buying needs to be made as simple and easy as possible. But people usually have decided that they want something. They've got a vision in their head of what they want before the moment that they buy it. It's like when someone goes to the concert, they almost have decided before the concert if the concert is going to be good or not, because they've made this decision in their head. I bought the ticket, I've invested the money, I have to travel to get there, I'm gonna have the concert's gonna be great, I'm gonna have a great time. And so they make the result of the concert could be terrible, but they'll still tell themselves that they had a great time, because I think they make the decision in advance, and the only thing that's left at the end is for this little bit of the sort of feedback loop of information that they're doing the right thing. You know, you go to the concert and other people are there at the concert. Okay, that's a feedback loop of information that other people agree with you. When you want to buy the painting, you've obviously got your idea, but you want more from the source. You want to see what the source has to say, because you can take that and integrate that into your idea, and you can use it. And if someone says it's whatever you want it to be, it's difficult. We don't buy and sell products. We buy and sell stories. And everything is a story. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's life is a story. Everything is sold on the principle of a story or an idea connected to that. The Bible is a collection of stories. That's what it is. It's a collection of stories. They might or might not be true. Some of the information is changed. Some of it is lost. Some of it we have to fill in the spaces that with what we don't know. But it's a collection of stories, and as a result, is extremely powerful, and it's fueled Christian society in the West for the last 2,000 years. It's extremely powerful, because what is important is what is behind everything, the ideas, the philosophy, the psychology, and this is related to how we view things and how we remember things, not just how we see it, but how we remember it. How we remember it is related to the information. The information is stored in a store in our brain, and so we get story. The story helps us place the information in a special place in our brain, and it helps us communicate the idea to other people as well. And so if there's not a story connected to something, we don't find much interest in it, and we don't remember it. You know, what is a holiday? It's a story that you can tell people. It's a new experience. It's another chapter in the book of life. And so without these stories, we can't do much. And again, that's a huge part of the marketing, is giving people something to hold on to. And traditionally, down through history, stories are how we did that, whether it was in the written form or through songs that were taught by parents to their children, that had messages in them about life and morality and ethics and the right way to do things, or whether it was in religious context. But every culture has their stories. That the culture is built. Absolutely. Somebody went somewhere at some point in time, and as something happened, Muhammad went up the mountain to throw himself off and kill himself off, and he met God, or and so on. All of these stories exist to sell us, I think, ideas that can hopefully make life a better place. So you don't just want the picture on your wall to be a picture. I mean, it's the question with art is it functional or is it not functional? You can you could say this monitor is a piece of art which is functional. So the function comes before the art, but if it looks nice, it's even better. So if you have non-functional art, which is essentially something that you cannot use practically on a daily basis, it's then a luxury. And the question is then, why should you invest in a luxury? What is that going to bring into your life? Now, at the higher IQ, the higher level people see a value in that, but very often the average person has a problem because they can't see beyond their television screen. Their ideas don't extend much beyond tomorrow, basically, and they don't have a vision of like 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or their vision of the future is just the same as their vision of today, and so there's not going to be any progress, and the future belongs to those people who have a different vision of the future, for something different to exist, and the artists are part of that, because the artist is attempting to create, I think, something which has not existed before, which is original, which is very unique, but there's a huge question over functionality, and that functionality defines marketplace in the modern world, because there's a lot of art in things like mobile phones. There's a lot of people don't think there is, but the positioning, the reactivity, the images, the how things flow. So definitely it's a kind of it's a modern kind of art, and so the marketplace is overflowing. So again, you have to ask yourself, what is this? What's the story behind what I'm doing? Why should people buy my piece of music? Why should people buy my book? Why should people come to my talk? Why should people visit my gallery? And it's the end result is stories and a lot of hard work and promo about what is going on, with still no guarantee of success. And then you question, what is success? So it's hard, and I sympathize with the artists, because their craft is essential for a better quality of society. It's absolutely essential. I mean, art is you can't have culture without art. You can't have it. You can't have nice buildings without good design. It reflects empathy. It reflects an ability to see the world through the eyes of another person. An ability to understand through the eyes of another person. That's what the art is. The art is the world through the eyes of another person. That's what you're selling, a vision that the buyer can't have the vision, so they buy the vision of the artist. Well, the art, David Bowie quote, the art is incomplete without the viewer or the listener.